Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Music Talks podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Rose. And for this week, we're going to have a bit of a mix up whereby we're going to have three people instead of two. Even on my screen right now, I'm having like a complicated headache in my head, like trying to manage two screens, two faces to see on the screen, rather. But it's a very interesting topic. We're talking about essentially, we're just talking about popular music in a way that or not many in the way that not many music students think about, and we're diving into the philosophy of popular music, or rather the philosophy of managing popular music, or rather I'll think of a title later on, so don't worry about it. Thank you so much for delving into this episode anyway. So if you have been paying attention to past episodes, you will know Mr. Chan Long as usual. Hey man.
Yeah. It's good to be here back. It's good to be back here again. Yeah. It's my honor.
And a new face that you can see for those viewing this on YouTube, you can see the face. But for those listening to this on audio podcast, this is Qisthina. Hey.
Hello. Hi. It's my first time here. Thank you for inviting me.
And just so, as a bit of a background context, like, can you tell us about yourself, Qisthina?
Oh, okay. I'm a friend of Bobby from the diploma years. He's my seniors. Yeah, and I'm also a co-worker to Bobby at Archive Capital, Taja Archive Publishing, and the Archive Studio.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do know that Chan Long and I actually delve into a lot of research-based questions. We actually delve into the philosophy, the background, the mindset, the psychology, the how and why of different kinds of music. And recently, as I started working with alongside Qisthina at the Hub of Archives, we started delving into the path of popular music, pop music, as it were. So let's just set the ground running with just like the first simple question. Does music shape the society, or does society shape the music? I know this is not the easiest question to start with, but let's just what are you guys' thoughts?
So let me just say that this is actually a question, something like is that a chicken first or is that an egg first?
Yep, you know it.
In my opinion, it's a very complicated thing to begin with, a complicated question to begin with. But I would say that in my opinion, I would say it's the society shaping the music, because usually music for me is, like I said for many times, music is a form of expression by like out of human behaviors. So first comes the human behaviors, then only they come with the music. So I would say that it's how their society works, and like I would say that the formation of one society, it also involves around how like their environment is, and like for example, music. If you do music, okay, let's look at let's imagine this as like we have a very newly formed human society or like civilization, and yeah, they like the environment, and also like it kind of shapes how the music instruments are being made and stuff. So that is why I would say that it's how it's society shaping the music, because it depends on what kind of materials and also the influences around the people in one place. Then comes the outcome, their form of their expression as music. Like with music as a medium to express how they are. Now this is my view on like whether music shapes the society or society shapes the music. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually is a good point. But yeah, even we do know that this question is kind of complicated question in which that it's very subjective, depends on the people and all. But yeah, from your explanation, actually, I do agree with you. Actually, that is from my point of view, it's also the same as you, because as we know that the music comes from the people. Like, yeah, I don't really use the terms that you guys usually use, but it's the people bringing the music, which are like we always say, from their background. Even like a popular music, usually they are expressing their life. So from my side, I also kind of agree that actually society shapes the music, but I'm not sure if that maybe there's a point out there somewhere that's saying that maybe it could be vice versa and all. So yeah.
Yeah, I do agree that this is the kind of thing that is very, very, very subjective. Yeah, and sometimes I would say that this question, the answer, that there's no right or wrong answer, because sometimes there are times when it also depends on like what kind of world that you're looking at. So it may have like situations where music shape up the society.
Yes.
And yeah, and also like there are also other in other parts of the world is the other way around. Yeah, so this comes down to like it depends on not only the place that you're looking at, it also depends on the time itself. Yeah, so that's for me.
Yeah, that's true. But for me personally, I was just thinking like as I was like thinking about this, I just don't see how I don't see how it's solid to say that music shapes the society. Even if there was once upon a time music, a kind of music like morphing a society into one way, but the society made the music that made the society that way. I mean, of course, like you guys said,
yes.
like, the chicken and egg issue, like which came first, right?
The
need for music or the need for society, the need for music within the society or the need for the society to create the music. Of course, that question is a non-answerable question. But I feel like you cannot just call something a thing without the people coming together to make that thing. Even if it's something that's not recorded, something that's not archived, something that's not made, then it will always be an abstract. And of course, that the abstract cannot penetrate any kind of society, at least in my perspective. Because let's take this into a reachable point of view, right? Like Qisthina, you work in a publishing industry, you work in a publishing company, right? Technically, how you ask the people to make music, that's already the society asking, shaping the music, right? It doesn't matter how nice, how insane. I'm writing pop music, but it's in 7/8 and it's in B flat major, God knows what. And then the producer like, nah, it doesn't work. That's not popular music. So that already is already the society shaping the music. Do you think so?
Yeah.
That is a very, very solid point.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of like we do learn a lot about like some of the backgrounds such as hip hop music. Yeah, it's also like a very good example of like, because no, okay. This one is actually something related to what Bobby said earlier just now. It's like the society shaping the music, then the music influences the back to the society. Yeah, hip hop, I would say it's an example because hip hop, when it was first when it existed in the first place, it was as a way to retaliate. As a form of retaliation, and many use hip hop as a way of expressing their opinions about the social injustice and stuff. Then later on, this hip hop becomes a culture where, like, yeah, people that are into the hip hop culture, they really embrace a kind of identity, like to a certain degree, that oh, you are only doing rap music, but you are not truly hip hop. Hip hop is a lifestyle, like, it's an entirely different thing, that like they would say that, oh, your hip hop is not authentic. Our hip hop is more authentic,
Original.
and like, yeah, more original, yeah. So this kind of reminds me about like this hip hop situation. Yeah, thank you, Bobby, for throwing that up, because yeah, it's really fascinating, actually, this hip hop culture, as I would say, as a phenomena. Yeah, and then, like, it also ties into like like the rap music today. As long as you see like the music videos of the rap music today, we'll see them wearing a kind of gold chains, for sure. They call it the Cuban chains. Yeah,
The
so
bling,
so
yeah.
it's also like, this is the okay, this one, I'm not too sure if it's the kind of like if it's a society influencing the music, or the music influencing the society. But then, like, it's something that is, as long as it's like African Americans singing rap, most of their appearances or music videos, you will see them wearing this Cuban chain, for sure. And then this Cuban chains, they go up to very, very, very expensive prices, because it's seen as a symbol, and it's as part of their culture. Yeah, it's actually a very, very interesting thing, if you look deeper in look deep into things like this.
Yeah. And I'm not sure, Qisthina, how you feel about this, but me personally, I'll just put it out there. I'm about to get flamed for this. Like, a lot of people on the internet are gonna hate me for this. But when you say the music shapes the society, talking about hip hop, right? People use hip hop as a weapon to go against a certain kind of authoritative power. Okay, fine, that is rebellion or whatever. But if you say hip hop music kind of affects the society negatively because of the bad words, because of all the bling bling that you show, all the females, and exposing themselves and whatever, you saying that is about the same as you saying video games causes violence. Because I feel like you need to create a society that wants to create that content that would affect the society. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah. So it's I would say this is a kind of like we go back to say a kind of peer pressure, like when other people are doing it. So if you want to be relevant to the rest of the industry, you just gotta follow up, follow their footsteps, and do the same. If not, you are just an odd back within this circle, if they do have one, which I believe so. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, a very solid point from Bobby. Yeah, how about you? What do you think, Qisthina?
Actually, because you guys are talking about hip hop, right? So because my point on hip hop is quite neutral. I don't think of it as a good or bad, because as both will give a solid point. Actually, Bobby did say that it can affect on the bad side, but on the same but like you say on the beginning, it's about they are expressing themselves. That's why they're creating this hip hop rap and all. That's how the hip hop style and rapping started, as being they are talking to the what did you say just now, the higher higher organization,
The authority, like
Yeah,
fighting
the
against
authority,
oppression
yeah,
and
yeah, the fault, yeah, on the fault of the authority, which is actually, yeah, that thing is good and bad because it's expressing themselves, the thing that's are actually happening to them, but it's bad because it's influencing other people and people can see it as a rebellious, and exactly because oh, you're gonna hate me when I'm saying this, but we do need some rebellious in the society.
Mm.
Because rebels make a point. They make a point something that people won't dare to say or to prove to those authorities that being, yeah, because not all authorities are good, right, in this world. So yeah, so that's why I say he hope it can be good, it can be bad also. It's look on the how the society express it, how the society use it. Yeah, that's more of what I'm saying about hip hop.
Oh, and that's a very fair point about the rebellion part. But sorry, just a very short question. Composition student, just a very short question. Hip
Okay.
hop, just a yes or no question. Hip hop is a
Okay.
genre, rapping is a style of singing. Agree?
Agree. That's on
Okay.
my side. That's on my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So you have it right there. It's just an opinion. Okay, so see, now I love that we're just talking about how hip hop actually functions in that sense up to a point that Changlong said relevant, because now this is exactly the point that we're talking about, the topic that we're talking about today. Since when did you have to be relevant to make music? Since when did you have to be relevant to create hip hop or to create art in any sense? It started with I really wish I have like a whiteboard right here. So it started with oppression by a higher authority, then the creation of hip hop, rap, all these kinds of music. Or I actually just backtrack it a bit. It's like it started with jazz, and then, ladies and gentlemen, I know how much you're just sick and tired of me talking about jazz, but it's not me, it's Chan Long. He brought it up. So and then fast forward a few centuries, then hip hop came into play to talk about, I am having a terrible life, about the minority, about the apathy, and a lot of other topics. But then, you are exactly right, Sana. Suddenly there was that point, and it's like, hey, wait, this guy is making $10. I'm only making 9. Oh shoot, I should talk about something that people feel is relevant just to make $11. And then that comes into popular music territory. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So because of that, even though that the music actually shapes society in a way to go against the authority, there was still a form whereby the society forced the music to turn into a certain way. I'm going to talk about having no money to eat. I'm going to talk about having no place to sleep in. No. People want to talk about, COVID. People want to talk about government. Okay, we're going to talk about the government's doing bad time. We're going to talk about how there is no, I don't know, there's all sorts of bad things in the world. Just to be relevant, just to make $11 over people that make $10. So you just force yourself, the society just force your music to change shape.
Yeah, so actually about talking about the relevancy, like I would say trying to be relevant, it actually comes way before when you are like as an artist, like when you are trying to be relevant to the rest of the industries, because I would say the very existence of hip hop itself, the creation of hip hop itself is to be relevant to the your lyrics is going to be relevant to to what is happening in the society, so that it resonates well with the with, I would say hip hop comes in way more like the relevancy and also the like resonance between the song, the artist, and also the audiences. It's way more important than the music can ever be today, because if you the reason why they created hip hop, the reason why they want hip hop is so important to them, because it's their voice to voice out their feelings about the injustice that they face, the like maybe the corruption of the higher authorities, and the oppressions on them, and or these kind of things. Yeah, I would say the resonance and also the relevance comes when when hip hop was first created. It was the point was to be relevant to the rest of the society. Yeah.
I got a point actually. From the you guys been discussing about relevant, right? So actually what the common people's minds, the listeners, those listening actually is because why the composer wrote, why they start this hip hop thing, why they start this rap thing about talking to the higher societies and all, talking to the making a point, is actually because that's when a new people get together. We don't know each other, right? So the things that we find and we talk about is common interest. So the thing that they create, that to for the music to be relevant to the others, is finding the common interest, the same interest that everyone want to talk about. So if during that time is the current issues, the problem with the government and all, so that is the common interest within all the society, within all the people. So that's what they want to listen to, that's what they want to talk about. So that's when the music become relevant, because they are sharing the same interest as the people out there, as people who are listening to it, because they are trying to make the same point as those who also listen to it. So yeah, so the relevant is come, I think, in the simple way, it's about sharing the common interest of everyone out there, I think. Yeah.
Understand. Yeah.
But let me ask you though, it does make sense that for them to, okay, now you see this issue, and then you write about this problem, and then other people are like, hey, I feel that, I understand what you mean. You are going through poverty, I'm going through poverty as well. So that's the power of how the music kind of shapes, I mean the society actually shapes the music to be in a certain way. But at the same time, because you listen to that music, you feel a certain thing, because you realize that like what Chana also said, like it resonates with your soul. So technically, in that sense, there has never ever been any kind of music, when it comes to relevance, when it comes to, I guess this is what people call the mainstream media, right? There is never a non-relevant music, because even in that sense, things like, hear me out, okay, this is going to sound insane, but hear me out, even Claire de Lune is considered a popular song. No, there's no lyrics, no, there is no I don't know, lo-fi
no beats.
Yeah, no beats, exactly. But it's, it's about it's a love song. It's a popular love song. It's a song with a melody, and there's all instrumentations to it, and it's relevant to the people because it's human nature to feel romance. So coming back to this, there is always a fixed form of theme when it comes to writing about music. You guys are talking about the keyword right now is relevance. When we're talking about popular music, relevance to sound out the message to the community, rather. Or you flip it the other way. It's like you are talking about a message, and then the community, like the society, actually receives that message through your music, right? So in that sense, there is a fixed formula to writing music, is there?
How actually, if we say that you are targeting to the popular music, you are targeting to compose a song that people will listen, I would say that is the answer. But if we go back to the nature of a composer, they could disagree with that.
Okay, but so an authentic composer can never live within the mainstream media, because they are always taught you cannot write this song. You know, I mean, like, yeah, it begs the question, like, what's the point of writing songs when labels and all these publishing agencies, all these companies say this song won't sell? I mean, I'm not a composer myself. Maybe you are, and Channel does write some songs on the side. But I'll be thinking at the corner, like sitting at the corner of the room, thinking this song won't sell. So
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say that some composer will actually agree with you on this, because to them there's no, of course, there's no right or wrong in composition, right? So, and they are, for some, there are no like specific ways to write a song or to compose a song. So that is making the point that you say, you ask why we're making music when the labels are rejecting it, right? But when it comes to the industry, when it comes to creating a mainstream song, a popular music, there's a current I would say cessation. I won't say cessation. It's the current trend. Yeah, that's the word. The current trends that we need to follow, so that the song can be sales on the market. So just now, like I say, that the song that composer can co as any ways that they want, because it's the composer art, is their musical work, is their thoughts, is their intellectual property.
exactly.
Yeah, but like I say also that the industry is following the trend, because they know the trend most, because this is what happened in the music industry, and I'm pretty sure everywhere else. The labels are targeting on the marketing side. They are targeting on the money. So they won't sell a song that they know that it's not on the current trend, that it won't sales. They know that it's not up to the standard that most current songs are playing out there. So they won't take the risk to take that song, or like continue recording the song, because the process of publishing one song is very expensive, and we know that. And yeah, it's gonna be a waste for their money also. So yeah, like if you usually right now, what they say, oh, the popular song, they need a hook, because right now I'm not sure if this the society thinks of the is it valid or not, is a fact, but these are what the most common labels people are saying, that kids nowadays, they won't stay too long to listen to a song. They stay for like 30 seconds, oh, it's boring, next. So you need a hook song that keep, oh, okay, this nice. Okay, so they got to go on and listen to that, even if that song is only a repetition of the same melody, the same beat, same pattern. Suddenly a popular song talking, right? Yeah.
Like 10 different songs with the same chord progression.
Yeah, with the same chord. Yeah, it's always start with A minor and no. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what it means, like I don't know, but they always use this kids nowadays, they only listen to the song with the lo-fi beat, they only listen to the song with the heartbeat like this. And we cannot deny it, because even the user of the music, like the user of Spotify and all, is more on the younger generation side. So they need to target the market. If the market is on the younger generation side, so they need to know what they listen to, and what are the music that they're gonna keep listening to. So I won't disagree with them on that part, because their main goal, their main target is selling the song. Their target is getting an income, getting a money from the music. It's not like from usual composer side of expressing our artistry, expressing our feeling through our music, and just sharing our life out there. But the industry side, they don't really want to listen to that. What they want to listen is to the thing that we sell. So yeah. That's from my input. Yeah.
Actually, about the labels, knowing what trends, like for example, if a composer or an artist, they want to write a song, and then the label say, oh, this song won't sell and stuff. Is it because of this kind of thing that we see? And also with the with platforms such as Spotify and also Apple Music being so popular right now, is that the reason why we see more and more indie artists, indie singers coming out to do their own music without like without being in a big labels? Is that the reason why you
I think yeah,
yeah.
I think yes, because usually the indie music they are expressing themselves, they are experimenting new things and all, and most label doesn't really it's more to they doesn't want to take the risk actually. It's this if they see one indie group, for example, I say indie group, their music is nice, but it's not on the mainstream right now. It's not something that people usually listen. They are good. They might have a chance, but do we have the power? Do we have the money to take the risk? Because they have to think about their financial issues also, you know. So yeah. So what I realized that a lot of musician and all right now, they are starting to do it themselves without any labels, which actually uh, I can say from my experience is actually a good thing, because to produce a music, you don't really need a label as long as you have a good producer. Yeah, because as a songwriter, as a composer, that's on the royalty part later on. You have to find a good people who can manage on your musical work, right? But as for the master recording, as for the final work of your music, you can do it yourself because you compose it yourself. Most Indian musicians, they sing it themselves, right? They perform their song themselves. So it's already a complete set. Why you waste money, and why you go to a label when you can do it all on your own, and you can own the work your own after that. So because the producer is a one-time fee, so you only pay the producer and you can own the work yourself. Instead of being a label, the works belong to the label. You're only as a composer and artist in the label. So
upon the agreement, upon
yeah,
the contract agreement.
upon the agreement, but that is what usually the agreement are. Yeah. So of course, when it comes to label, they're going to take their share because they are the one who gave up the money for the recording and all. They are the one who basically produce the song. Investing, that's the word. Investing for you. So
and also market
basically,
for you.
Yeah, market for you. So basically the product is theirs. Yeah.
It's
so
partial.
that's
yeah, the product is partially yeah, but
some artists got some shares because they are the composer and lyricist. But if this is what commonly happen, because you are the composer and the lyricist, so you already have that part where you collect the royalty by yourself. But as for the master recording, because the label is investing the whole money for that recording only, so you are being paid as the artist who's singing that song for the master recording of that song. So the master recording usually belongs to the one who investing the money. So it belongs to the label. Yeah.
And I guess in that sense, right, the way that we kind of the direction that we're kind of going with this conversation is that to make a lot, to get your money out there, to make a lot of money, to have it distributed, to have it promoted, marketed, like you guys said, then you would need to make relevant music and then work with publishing labels and the whole package. But in short, you like take 10, 20 steps back. If you just want to make music, you can. You don't need
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
So the question of should we write for the people and for money, or vice versa, is actually depending on your priorities, your choice, exactly. So do you want to make money? Do you want to make a lot of money, or do you want to make I don't want to say do you want to make money or make music, because but do you want to make what you want to make, or do you want to make what can sell? In a way.
But sometimes you make what you want to make, sometimes that actually sells. So you never know.
Until later on, when you as a person sell, I mean, like your musicality doesn't sell in 20 years, that's when you go like Channel said, you're not relevant anymore.
Yeah.
I would say whether you want whether you are the kind of artist that you want to write what you want, or whether you are the kind of artist who wants to write to sell. I would say the thing there's one major thing that all these artists have in common is that they want audiences for the music. If not, they don't write it like that. I would say there's no point of writing the music, because if you don't not expect, but it's like, if you there's no point in writing that piece of music if you don't if you don't have the minds of wanting audiences for your music. It's like if you write the song and then thinking, oh, no one, I don't want any audiences to listen to this. It's as if you speak to a wall. You speak to the wall. Yeah, like,
or you're speaking to your phone.
but yeah, that's the thing about writing music. And also, actually, it's because it's a form of expression, again, human expression. So if you express something, of course you will want someone to listen to your work, listen to what you have to sing, listen to what you have to say in your lyrics. So whether you want you want your work to sell, or you just want to write something you want to write, the very important thing is still the audiences. Because some artists, they don't care about the royalties. They don't care about selling it very much. But as long as they have the audiences, they manage to attract fans, then they're already satisfied with it. And like, yeah, of course, if you have a very big fan base, and you manage to reach a very wide audience, wide varieties of audience, and a very wide a very big demographic, then of course you will sell. But then I would say most I can't really say for the artists, but in my mind is that many artists, they start out to just set the goal to have they want to reach for a bigger audience. That is the first step. If you come out as a fresh artist, then the money would be something that would become more and more important as you go on. But then I would say it's a little bit naive to think money first as your primary goal if you come out as to be an artist. Because if you don't have you don't build up your audiences, you don't build up your reachability, then money is something that is very far-fetched. It's not going to happen if you don't work on the step. I would say it comes it comes step by step. First the audiences, then only comes money. I would say no audiences would no artists would actually expect the money to come first, then only they expect the audiences. It's a little bit I would say it's quite a common sense, if you will. Yeah, to come to first comes the audiences, then come the money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that business mindset whereby I put in $10 for this thing, for this making this drink, and then I sell to people, and then in the span of 1 week I'll make $100. So my profit is $90. I mean, like, not including the payment to whoever is helping, like the salaries or whatever. But then I'll have profit. It's not that. It's, I just want to make this drink that I want to share with people. Oh, after a year, people actually give me money. And it's like, yeah. I wouldn't say, like you said, naive, which I totally understand what you mean. But at the same time, I think it's the realism of it. It's the realism of it. Because I wanted to ask you, you're talking about the industry kind of encourages to work that way, you know? You make music for the love of music, and later on you'll think about the money. But let me ask you, are you talking about writing music, or you're talking about are you talking about the music industry or the entertainment industry?
Continue.
Like I said, if you're writing music, yeah, it's amazing to just write 30 songs during a lockdown, because then I can tell I don't know, sing this to the person who I'm not down with, sing this to my cat. How I feel right now, I'm going to sing this out to the balcony, and people are like, oh shoot, I'm thinking the same way that me, going about relevance, but in the music industry. But now, going into the entertainment industry, you know how Berkeley, or I can't remember, like always pushing the people to perform for a while. I mean, the idea is organized sounds presented by presenter and listened to by audience. So even if you don't have audience, technically you're not making music, some people would say, which I personally disagree. I feel like music itself exists. Not it doesn't really need those three components. Just a personal thought. But then, like you said, like it's only realistic to actually build your career in the industry with a following, with reachability, with people knowing you. But is that the entertainment industry or the music industry?
I would say this one is first more of the music industry. I would say because when it comes to entertainment industry, it's it's an entirely different thing, because entertainment industry mainstream is a very important thing, and you need to keep yourself, make sure that you are mainstream, in the how to say, mainstream enough to be a part of the entertainment industry. Like, it's to entertain people, it's to how to say, yeah, this is a very 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 tricky thing, because I would say the difference is small yet very very big when we look further ahead, because music industry is like, I don't know, like maybe I would describe it as art, and entertainment industry is more of the things like comic, or like the yeah, it's
Yeah, I get
both
what
are
you're
the
saying.
same. Yeah, both are drawings, but then the point that they are trying to reach is actually very very different. Like if you draw an art, if you create an art, it's actually like you do it to express it, and then like you want people to like take a few seconds to like, maybe when they glance at the art, at your work itself, like to abstract the meaning, or like what you're trying to tell. And art itself can be very abstract, it can also be very direct, but then like when we enter like let's say manga or comic, the things are very direct, and it doesn't have uh the element of being abstract as compared to art itself. So let me give you an example. Like, do you would you say that an illustration as a work of art, or as a work of like what is it called, like for work of commercial users? Yeah, so that is the difference between like yeah, back it goes back to your question, like is it for the music industry, or is it for the entertainment industry? I would say that their goal is very different, and they might look the same, but then I would say it's very very different in the how the way both industries work as like as a whole, I would say. Yeah.
Actually, for me, wait, I'm gonna cut that. I don't really like understand why you differentiate as a entertainment industry and music industry, because from what we heard from Chang just now, he said about the mindset of targeting the audience first before the money come after that. I think that's supposed that usually is the mindset of the people in the music industry. Actually, is the people who involved in the art making, for example, the composer and the songwriter. That usually happen actually. Yeah, lots of from even my acquaintances and all, from my friends, they do have that mindset that they just want to share the music, the arts first and all. And if suddenly it gains income, yeah, it's a win from them. But what they want to do first is just to put out there, just to gain a listener to the music, to people listening to their stories and all. But that's when the music industry is opposite to that, because it's now you say that, yeah, it's a common sense that you gain audience first before the money. But that doesn't really the thing that the people in the music industry are thinking about, because this, I would say that they are actually not the music people. They're actually more the people who managing the business in music. So they're actually a business people. They are not the yeah, they are the business, yeah, the business side actually. Because if even if I look around, yeah, the people who create the music, all of them actually thinking like what you just say, because they all have that same sense as we do, because we are appreciating music more, we are appreciating arts. But yeah, that's what happened in the industry. So that I say, when you say about entertainment and music industry, I would say that both are not like that, because it's the people who do the art in the music industry, because not the whole music industry is thinking the same way. They are always expecting money. They are always expecting something to sell. So yeah, so it's more to the people who actually do the music. Yeah, and as for the wait. I think Bobby, you got any point on that first?
I do agree about what you say. Yeah, I about the business side, the legal side, like you want to protect the people. Okay, that's the music industry. Protecting my work. You want to distribute? Oh, you like my music? Okay, sure. You can distribute. Maybe other people will like my music. I'm gonna monetize. Wait. Come again? I'm gonna monetize my music. I mean, if it does, see the for me, right, personally, what falls between entertainment industry and music industry is, if it makes money, then it's in the music industry. But if you monetize it, then it's in the entertainment industry. You see what I mean?
Oh,
if you
that's what you
commercialize,
mean.
you push. Nah, I mean, it's just a personal thought lah. When you push it to other people and you tell people, hey, you want to listen to this, you gotta pay. Then you're in the entertainment industry. But until then, I'm just gonna sit down in the corner, like you guys, Qisthina said, bedroom musician. I'm gonna produce my own music. Then you're still in the music industry. If I just happen to be called to say, hey, you wanna perform for Malaysia hari ini, it's like, oh, okay, can I perform my music? Oh, no. We'll tell you what to perform so that you can make money. Then you're in the entertainment. Because it's the same thing with a film, dance, all kind of things. You have a lot of people that just want to do it until somebody helps them to say, if you want to see me dance, you gotta pay me. Not in a prostitution kind of way, but in like artistic way. If you want to see
You
me
don't
dance,
have to mention that, you know.
You don't have to.
if you want to see me do my art, it still sounds because of nah. If you want to see me play my music, if you want to hear my music, you gotta pay, and then you're in the entertainment industry. But then there is now that I do have like a final question. So technically, music does shape the society, right? I know we've been talking like about this whole time, how society actually shapes the music. But now, after everything that you guys have been talking about, music actually shapes us in certain ways. Maybe not all, But
Mm-hmm.
now we prefer fast music. Not fast music, but like short music. No 9 minute works, no whatever. We prefer everything lo-fi, unclear. There is no like organic sounds, acoustic sounds. It's all like lo-fi. We hate. I mean, like the general public hates experimental music. We prefer to listen to things that are clean, things that are safe, things that are predictable, and music that is repetitive. So technically, the music actually shapes the society to know how they think, to make them think how they think. Not in a direct way, but in a way that is indirect to the music, or rather affected by music to other things. Because now people are getting more. A very simple example is YouTube now has YouTube Shorts. Before this, Snapchat had time. You can just upload however long. Now there's a time limit. Back in the past, Vine was big. But then Vine was like, it closed down because people are like, 6 seconds is too short. Now 6 seconds is perfect. Instagram story is like, how many? 5 seconds, I think. It's perfect. So technically, not only music, but creative arts actually shapes the society into realizing what they don't want. Not what they want necessarily, but they know that I cannot stick for this 5 hour podcast, man. At the most, like half an hour at a time. But you guys, you know what I mean?
Actually, up to this point, up to the last point that you are making, actually, I still have that. I won't cut you and say, oh no, it's still the society that building the music, because at the end it's who decide to create what kind of music, like just like we say the popular music, right? How people keep on doing music that sell is because of the society, it's because of people. People are the producer are targeting the peoples. But from your last perspective that you say about how from over time that people change to the music, that means that they are stuck to change to the arts that they are saying every day. It's kind of remind me of this one story. Like everything that happened in Malaysia actually already happened 5 years back overseas, something like that.
Yeah.
So actually that point kind of true to make that music kind of build the society into. Okay, for example, I give one real life example. They wrote like, for previously we say about music that we make our own, but people won't receive, right? There's one band who wrote this one music during 2000, and back then all people doesn't approve of that. People say, oh, what kind of music are you making? No, we don't want to receive this. No, we don't like, because this is not like what the usual music are right now. But that particularly song went off the chart and win all. Oh my god, okay, that's kind of tells thing. Kind of win all awards 8 years after that, and 10 years after that. You already know, right? Okay,
I know, yeah.
So yeah, so basically it's like it's that after that 8 years and 10 years is already the time that people say, we don't want that all kind of song already. We want something new. We want something weird. I won't say weird. Something that innovative, something that we don't usually listen to. But then people start to receive that song suddenly, because maybe that music kind of like dilute to them, kind of like they kind of feel like that music is changing them, because it's like, oh, right now we want to live in a new era and something, and this music is like something new, so I want to make a change in my life because of this kind of music, something like that. Like, okay, we give a very simple example. Actually, in the popular music and all, even like, yeah, you say that same beat, people are listening to lo-fi right now. But for example, like Billie Eilish, why people like her so much? It's because the sound in her music is not an actual sound, like actual things. She manipulate a lot. It's more of a sound design. So it's not it's a sound design, but it means that it's not something that people usually listen. But why people receive a song? Because maybe the music kind of like change. Oh, we listen to that. It's something new. So we want something new in our life. So it's not really that that the society already decided in music. Sometimes the music can change society. That suddenly everyone want to wear a baggy clothes and all because of the music that they listen to is kind of fit with that trend and all. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is back to the chicken and egg philosophy, chicken and egg things that
Exactly.
yeah, it's kind of concept because from time to time the society does affect the music, but on other time there's also come where the music actually affecting the societies. Yeah, just like you say just now, you say that right now people tends to like fast music and all, but we're not sure. Does the trend that we like fast music, does it come because we listen to most of the fast music, or because just because everyday life we start to get everything so fast, we want to finish everything fast? Is it because of that? Yes, because these things are kind of unclear, and it depends. I think it depends on each individuals. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, actually, I have a very different, not very different, but I actually do agree. It's just that instead of saying that the society learns to accept it, I would just say that the example that you gave just now, the song that came out around year 2000, and it was until like maybe 8 years, 10 years later, then it suddenly blew up. It's actually, this is where the term ahead of its time fits perfectly to this scenario, because I would say it's not that the society I would say, okay, maybe this is a very different case. If you it cannot be put place with the example of Billie Eilish that you mentioned just now, because I think this span of time is actually quite long, and then I would say it's just that the point of this song should exist is actually around 8 to 10 years ahead of its very own existence. It's just that the society slowly shift to fit in more, like start to change more, and then like somehow this song was being rediscovered, and then like this song actually resonate to the society. So it's actually not the music affecting the society. It's more like the society just so happened to change in such a way that this music fits into the mode and also the mood of the society at that time. So I would say it's about a timing problem, and also yeah. And the thing about Billie Eilish, it's that is actually a very fair point. Actually, in a way that I would say my takeaway is that because of Billie Eilish's music, and it's like this very signature sound design of hers, that her music kind of shaped the rest of the industry to maybe follow her footsteps to create something like this. I would say that music shaping the society is this is the example for that. It's a bit hard to say how her music actually shaping the society. I would say, actually most of the things that we discussed today is very pointing towards, actually it's society shaping the music. Like Bobby brought up many times about lo-fi. People prefer to have not no singing, but like more like the repetitive like music.
What did you call it last time? Mumble
rap, is it?
Yeah.
I would say the reason why this kind of music gains its popularity is because we are more and more adapt to passive listening. And if it's sang with lyrics and it's because of the like the elements and the characteristics of lo-fi music itself, that is very suitable for people to just listen passively and instead of like distracting them. Because if it's a song with filled with lyrics, let's say you are doing your work, like maybe if you are reading a book, and then like you might halfway through follow along to sing the song and stuff. Yeah. With the evolution of technology, music is actually more and more reachable around us. Like it's literally anywhere we get, anywhere we go, we can just bring music with us. We can just listen to music with us. So music gets into our like the things that we do every day, like such as doing work or doing homework, study and stuff. It's more and more integral to our life right now. And the reason why I would say my takeaway from on this is that the reason why yeah, this is the society shaping the music, and having this music genre to gain its popularity is because of how we take in music today. We prefer passive listening, and because of this, actually before lo-fi there are also things like vaporwave and yeah, these are like the variants of EDM itself. And then lo-fi is sort of another step of evolution from that. Yeah, so
actually it's kind of like some
yeah.
genre.
Yeah, so this is how I see about like actually, yeah, this thing about like if music shaping the industries, or the industry sorry, this, if it's music shaping the society, or the society shaping the music, it's actually it depends on what kind of perspective we are looking at. And it can be a very small thing, it can be a very big thing. Like small thing as in like maybe other people are doing this, so I most of the music in the market right now, the popular ones are like this, so I do music like this. So this itself is the music. You can say it's music shaping the society, but it can also be because everyone is doing it. This is the society shaping the music itself. So it's a a super subjective thing. It depends on which perspective that we are looking at actually. But I would say most of the perspectives that you look at is actually more towards the society shaping the music. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah,
that's very true. It's actually, it just depends on where you, which point did you start your timeline, where did you start, you know. But I just personally believe, I'm not sure if I had the same talk with you or with someone else. I had the concept of music time travel. You create a song in a certain way based on the society, based on how society accepts it, based on the most marketable kind of music. But how did you get that song? How did you come up with this? Like at 3 a.m. you wake up and you're like, oh, fish 1564. That's an awesome chord progression. How do you know? Oh, 251. That sounds very nice. Dun, dun, dun. Because years ago you listened to that one song on the radio, and that song affects you in writing a song that affects the society. So the music, it's just this is me taking a very meta approach. This is like very out of this conversation approach, whereby, you know, going back to the past 2 hours that we were talking about, like music, it is a chicken and egg. Yeah,
Exactly.
It affects each other one way or another. The society will be affected by music one way or another. The music will be morphed and shaped into a certain way because of the society's reception and society's needs, and so on and so forth. So as usual, ladies and gentlemen, our discussions end up nowhere. I guess, but if you do want some clarification about what Chana was talking about, the past episode we were talking about the futurology of music. We were talking about where music was, what music is, and what music will be. Again, we didn't really find out in the end. We didn't really make a proper prediction. It's just that a few of the points that Chana was making today, in this episode, actually, you can get further clarification in that episode. So guys, thank you so much for this amazing discussion about popular music and about we didn't really discuss about popular music. We discussed about the concept of music being the concept of music in the society and if it is considered popular music. We didn't really go into popular music per se. We didn't, do like dissection. We didn't analyze anything. But I guess in this sense, it actually helps to propel forward the discussion of what does constitute popular music, what is part of the mainstream, and so on. And we'll have that whole other conversation another time. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for delving into this episode with us. If you are interested in any of the matters that we're talking about, in any of the topics, you can just shoot us an email and we'll get back to you very quick. Or we'll actually even discuss it in a future episode. And until then, stay safe, get vaccinated. My goodness, I do want to hug people. I can't do that, if I'm not allowed to in public. And take care of yourselves. Until then, I'm your host, Bobby Rose, and this is us signing off. Thank you so much.